And I think the one main factor that played into bringing us this kind of variety into the game is the fact. Oh my gosh, what happened? Hey everybody, this is the Mage of Ancients, and I'm back with another weekly vlog. Please excuse my bed. I'm just a little bit tired. I went outside for a little walk and, just to get some fresh air. But whatever the case is, before we get to today's topic, I do want to say that I uploaded a brand new Ancient Gear deck profile update, and if you want to check it out, then there will be a link to it in the description. Be sure to click the previous video link, and it'll take you right to that. So with that being said, I would like to talk about where I think the meta is going to go after YCS Atlanta. So YCS Atlanta just concluded this past weekend, and here is a rundown of all the top 32 decks. 17 Pendulum Magicians, just as a lot of people predicted, that Pendulum Magicians are going to be the deck to beat at such an event. 5 Trickstars, and 4 True Draco. There's been a resurgence of True Draco players. The 4 True Draco decks include 1 Metal Foes variant as well as 1 Invoked variant. And there's also been 2 Invoked decks that made the top 32, along with 2 Lightsworn based decks. And the last 2 decks that made the top 32 are 1 ABC and 1 Spiral. Spiral still managed to get into the top 32, so you have to give props to whoever was playing Spirals and made it to that position in YCS Atlanta. So the first thing that I want to say when I look at this variety of decks is that this is a great format where a lot of decks can be played, and not just one deck that is just taking over the entire event. Even though Pendulum Magicians are still the deck to beat, at least 5 other archetypes that still manage to represent the entirety of YCS Atlanta. And this is just a summary of all the decks that have been played. I also read on the Yu-Gi-Oh blog that there was at least 1 DDD player along with 1 Burning Abyss player. And there was also this one guy who dueled with a Mech Knight deck that uses the Invoked engine. I think that was pretty cool. The question that is now on pretty much everybody's mind is, where do we go from here? What's going to happen to the game after YCS Atlanta? Well, I still think that until Astrograph Sorcerer gets banned or limited on the next ban list, Pendulum Magicians are still going to be the deck to beat. In case you guys don't know, Astrograph Sorcerer lets you special summon it from your hand if any card on your field is destroyed. And you can pretty much search another copy of whatever card that you destroyed within the same turn. And that effect makes Astrograph Sorcerer a viable card to use for Pendulum Magicians and other Pendulum-based decks, so that the deck can move forward despite Skullcrabat Joker and Double Iris Magician getting banned on the most recent ban list. And of course, with the release of Extreme Force, Heavy Metal Foes Electromite is still a pretty recent card that every Pendulum Magician player is using. No complaints yet about how Heavy Metal Foes Electromite is too good of a card, but I think that on the next ban list, Electromite should get limited so that it gives other decks to live and breathe. Another deck that I think has a huge advantage over other deck in the meta is Trickstars. A lot of people were thinking that Trickstar Reincarnation was going to get hit on the most recent ban list, and it did not. Hence why 5 of the Trickstar players at YCS Atlanta was able to make the top 32. And with no Trickstar specific special conditions to activate its banishing effect, I think that on the next ban list, Reincarnation should get limited at least. Also, since Zodiacs are pretty much out of the picture, and Spirals have been toned down a bit over the past couple of ban lists, people have also resorted to using True Draco as a viable deck to play in this format. We still have Dragonic Diagram at 3, as well as Masterpiece the True Draco Slaying King at 3. Dragonic Diagram I'm not too worried about. The one card that I am worried about is Masterpiece, because it has that once per turn during either player's turn effect where you can target a card in the field and destroy it. Any card. Alright, Masterpiece, target 1 card, any card. I'm kind of worried about it, but I'm also not too worried about True Dracos. Dragonic Diagram I'm not too worried about. You could consider it more of a combo extender than it is an oppressive card. I think in order to really tone down a deck, you should go right to the source. Which is why that I say that until Masterpiece gets limited or forbidden on the next ban list, True Dracos are still going to be a force to be reckoned with. Also, if you guys thought that Pendulum Magicians are good now, since we got Heavy Metal Foes, Electromite, and Extreme Force, then we're just gonna have to wait until Flames of Destruction when we get another broken Link monster that came from the Link Vrains pack. Who knows, we just might see Cherubini Dark Angel of the Burning Abyss, and we're going to see a huge resurgence of Burning Abyss players. So what do you guys think? Where do you think the meta is going to go after YCS Atlanta? Be sure to sound off with your thoughts down in the comments below, and I'll pick the best ones and maybe I'll feature them in my next weekly vlog. So that's it for this kind of short weekly vlog. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video and you want to help support the channel, then be sure to give this video a huge thumbs up. Comment below with your suggestions for other Yu-Gi-Oh videos along with other topics that I should discuss in future weekly vlogs. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more awesome Yu-Gi-Oh videos and be sure to hit that bell icon so you'll be the first to know when I upload. Thanks again for tuning in and I'll see you next time.